Hello everybody, happy Wednesday. Well, reliability, compassion, and I was looking at this is where he was worried about live and I'm the one that's messing everything up. But those are some attributes that I think everybody definitely should have, but especially this human here. We are here for this week's Realtor Spotlight with Kyle Hawley of Dunes Realty, and we're going to get to know a little bit about you and about your real estate journey and how you ended up here. So let's just start with that.
Sounds good.
Born and raised here in Myrtle Beach, correct? Or
in Murrells Inlet.
Murrells Inlet in the South Strand.
One of the few.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. We love coming across the people that have lived here, moved away, and
Sure.
really valued coming back.
Yeah, so born and raised here. My father was in real estate growing up, so kind of get that honest. Went to Clemson, graduated, met my wife, came back here, and now live here with my 3 daughters and even a female dog.
Yeah.
All females in my house.
I love that. There's all females in my house as well, so it's good for you. So talk to me about when you moved back here. I mean, you were in the banking industry, correct?
Correct.
And so kind of what gave you that push into the real estate industry?
Graduated in 07. It was kind of the dip of the market there, so getting out of college, job market was limited. Was very fortunate to intern at a bank, Conway National Bank, that's a local bank down here in the area. Just had a lot of strong ties through working in the banking industry. Left Conway National to open a new bank, Coastal Carolina National Bank,
Okay.
where I got to meet a lot of my just spheres of influence, grow it.
Right.
Banking's a great industry to get into, to kind of know all facets of the industry, market, clientele.
Oh yeah.
So realized that wasn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Real estate was my passion, and ended up coming to Dunes Realty about almost 6 years ago, and been the best move for me ever since.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and having it kind of as your background and influence with your dad being in it,
Correct.
Kind of would shape you a little bit.
Oh, and the knowledge is just the education that we got, not only in the 07, 08 time frame, but just the 8 to 9 years that I was in banking. It really kind of catapulted me into my knowledge for real estate as well. So
Yeah.
kind of bringing that background just kind of gives me a whole nother facet or tools in my tool belt, so to speak,
Yeah.
to help my clients out.
Well, I would imagine you can definitely, understand the market, but then when your clients come to you, I mean, not every client's coming to you ready
Correct.
and financially stable
Correct.
to buy a home. So being able to give them the advice,
Mhm.
I think that kind of probably set you apart a little bit.
Well, and there's that level of do you do a first mortgage? Can you do, what other options do you have, so to speak? So with my background there, I can kind of not steer them in a direction, but at least
Right.
advise them on what other options they may have that might be best suited for their financial situation.
Right, because I think a lot of people, and I know like people in my family, you go in and you're like, okay, you try to do your research first. So
That's right.
like I know this mortgage company do this, a bank could do this, a credit, what I mean, like all these
That's
different
right.
places that you could get lending from.
Correct.
But a professional like yourself would probably definitely be someone that you would want on your side.
Well, and typically lenders appreciate it as well. I've been on their side.
Right.
Instead of them complaining about, why'd you give me a 30-day contract? I'm the one going, well, I'm giving you a 45-day to 60-day contract. Because I've been on that side of it, and I understand, especially in this market,
Yeah.
everybody's backed up. To try to get something closed under 30 days is almost impossible.
Yes.
So I appreciate that. I've been through it. So to be on Revolution Mortgage side or any other lender
Exactly.
side, I understand that I'm
So
going
we
to
love him.
at least do 45 or 60
Yeah.
days out.
Well, and that, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, a lot of, right now it's hard. People, want to get in because they're trying to close on the other side.
That's right.
But I think if everyone just understands timelines and appropriate timelines, even just getting all the documentation together.
It's better to wait instead of delay moving trucks,
Yes.
extensions. Just wait 2 weeks. Buyers will be fine, I promise.
Yeah, no, for real. Because that's what's scary is you get down to it and you're like, are we going to close? Are we not going to close? What's
right.
going to happen? And you try to make those plans. And I know I did. I went through that. We did a double close.
It's
Closed
tough.
one house, closed on
Very
the second
tough.
house. And
Moving
I didn't
stressful
know how it was
enough.
all going to go around.
Make it easier if you can. If
Yeah.
you can. So
Yeah, for sure.
We try to do that here.
Yeah. So what are you seeing in the world of real estate right
World
now?
of real estate. I was wishing I'd see more listings.
Yes.
I just right before we met, was doing a virtual walkthrough on a house that just popped back on the market yesterday. They already said multiple offers. my folks are probably going to have to go sight unseen, make an offer, go through that whole gamut. It makes it tough for buyers agents right now. You're navigating through the multiple offer situation. It's tough to kind of tell them, advice on what comps sold, because that was yesterday's news. Forward thinking, or are you going to have a house tomorrow to make an offer on? So it's if you sleep on it, you don't sleep in it. Is basically what we're saying. And you gotta make an offer. You gotta make it quick. Sadly, it might not be the price that you want to pay, but if you want a property and you're forced to buy now, it's really put you in that situation.
Yeah. If people are just looking, would you advise them to wait a little bit?
It's tough. I always try to educate my buyers up front. So if you're looking to buy maybe in the next couple months, let's go ahead and talk now so you can be, understand this market. We're doing a lot of neighborhood drive-bys right now. Dealing with folks that don't live here, if I can get them here and at least show them the neighborhoods, let's get them acclimated with the area. Let's let them understand the area, so then what they see online in their living room, they can kind of put it together a little bit more.
Well, and kind of understand the area of the beach that you want to be at.
That's right.
And what you're saying is the neighborhood, the schools, all of that.
It's tough for the buyers that are calling us saying, hey, I got to close in 30 days, I got to close in 60 days, we got to have something before school starts. I'd never like putting somebody in that situation. So we really try to slow them down a little bit and say, hey, let's understand everything before you just go put an offer in on something, because of the urgency that you have with the market. So if their situation allows them to do that, education is crucial up front. Just like getting a pre-approval, understanding neighborhoods, understanding your market. To me, that's just value added before you even jump into the process.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. It's scary because you never know, and you're trying to. What are you looking at? Are we starting to see some foreclosures hit the market?
Not as of now.
Not yet. Okay.
We'll kind of see how that trickles down the line. Hoping for a really solid 2021 for the remainder of the year. Right. All signs point up. Buyers' activity is obviously astronomical right now. Yeah. And I feel like with the pandemic slowly kind of coming to an end, hopefully, knock on wood, more folks are getting more comfortable, I guess, with listing their property, having folks come in their property, and kind of get through that summer lull, and we'll kind of see what happens. But overall, it's a different market. It's a stressful market, but it's a fun market. And it just adds a... The reason why I chose real estate, no day's the same. Every day's different. Challenges and obstacles are just... you just put them together in this business and navigate your clients through them the best way you can. Yeah, there's really nothing like what's been happening recently, so you guys are really just riding the wave, which is awesome. Right. All right, well, tell us, so we've learned a little bit about you, your past, all that. What do you and your family like to do when you're not, steering all these clients? Oh, man. Well, 3 girls, a lot of dance recitals, a lot of dance in the afternoon. That last weekend. My middle daughter Greer's at a camp right now, so we'll be anxious to get her back so we can do some stuff, but really just excited about having the summer with family. Do a lot of boating. Just got back on a extended family vacation that was really fun to kind of see the family for the first time in a long time, and or have that time together. But just spending time together, pool days, boat days, anything outdoors that we can do is really what we strive for. So if you don't live in this area, that is why you want to move to our area. It's definitely, you have the, you take for granted, I guess, sometimes, and you don't want to, especially this time of year. We try not to, but the beach and the inlet and, the weather, and it's just, total outside time. I tell all my clients, you're very hard pressed if you can't find something to do here outside. Oh, for sure. So, whether it's a festival, just a beach day, hanging out in your backyard, taking a walk through the community. Great place to live. That's why we chose to move back and raise our family here. Yeah. It's a great place to be. For sure. All right, well, we'll wrap up here. Thank you for letting us get to know you. Thanks for stopping by. Can you just let everyone know how they can contact you? Should they be in the market or need some advice? Sure. Kyle Hawley at Dunes Realty. 843-241-8684. You can email me at kylehawley@dunes.com. All right, perfect. And we will link and add all of that into the comments above. But thank you again. Thank you. You guys have a great week. Try to stay safe with the incoming rain, and we will talk to you soon for another Realtor Spotlight. Thanks, guys.